So you know it's so much easier when you detect a problem and then you reject it. Because if you stay there for too long, then it could linger, and then you'll have that same problem just sitting there when it could have been corrected already, right? So when you detect it and it's not right, be quicker with rejecting it. Like, let me analyze it. I'm gonna give myself a little bit of time. Even if you want to create your own scale of measurement, of how you look at something and how long you feel like you need to detect it correctly and analyze what you need to see in the allotted amount of time for it to make sense to you, to know what you want to do. Do that. Set up a scale for yourself. Is this happening? Is this not happening? What's happening and what's not happening? And is it in alignment with you and what you like and what you appreciate? If it is not, then it's time to reject. Okay? So that is the message right there. Hey, I'm Mystic Alchemy. I forgot to say that in the last 2 videos. But most of you know me. But for those who don't know me, yeah, that's me. Okay? And so thank you for being here, by the way. Many times we get stuck in a place for a very long time when if we had just rejected it, whatever that is, person, place, or thing, a long time ago, wow, things would be so much different. There's so many situations that were really rough to handle that you wouldn't have had to go through. So this is not a message to dwell on the past, but it's more so of a message to learn from it, learn from the past. Because many of you may have stayed under certain circumstances for an extended amount of time. When you look back at it, you're like, I really didn't need to stay. Ask yourself, why did you stay? And was it worth it? If it was worth it, why was it worth it? Ask yourself these questions, like, what was it about the situation that made me stay? Also, think about the future. If you ever meet a circumstance such as the one that you've already, or that you're analyzing now, how will you handle it next time? What will you do next time? Is there anything that you'll do differently? Is there anything that you would add or take away? Like, this is what I want you to practice so that you can heal yourself. Okay, this is what it's about. I'm here to teach you how to heal yourself. Okay, it's about healing yourself, maintaining balanced energy, and still being able to be in the frequency of love even though you've gone through some traumatic situations. Because it really depends on your perspective and how you choose to look at certain things. If you get stuck being angry for things that happen, you never really allow yourself to heal from it. So there comes a point where you have to really put on your big boy shorts or your big girl shorts and just like take the bull by the horns, and you control that. You control the shifts within you and outside of you. When you control your shifts within you, the external will automatically be tamed at that point, because we don't realize how powerful we are. Our energy changes things on the outside. So when your energy is balanced within, you also change things on the outside. So if your energy is balanced, things that are difficult, you're going to be able to handle them with grace. However, if you're imbalanced, things that happen, you're going to lash out. And I heard, hopefully the cops don't have to get called. Nobody want to call them. Okay? So it's really about being able to tame that reptilian inside of you. Tame it with a leash. Okay? You get that leash out so that you are able to analyze more as opposed to react quickly. When you react too fast, or when you make decisions too quickly, now there are instances where you do have to make decisions rather quickly. However, when you can take your time, take a little time. Allow yourself to just ponder a little bit, you know? It can be very helpful, especially for decisions that are costly or that take a long time or that can cause a lot of emotional strain, because who wants to be signing up for stress? If you can avoid that and align yourself with things that may be a lot of work, however they're attainable for you, then that's the best route to take. Okay, that's what I'm getting here right now. So try your best not to align yourself with circumstances that are not beneficial to you, okay? There's a phoenix on the screen. It's very pretty. I will show you guys. I'll put it in the end clip. I heard end game. End game. So there's some things that you actually want to end right now. There's some things that you are not. I heard there's some things you're not privy to. So maybe somebody might be trying to conceal a certain topic from you that they don't, a situation that they don't really want you to know. However, you feel like you know that something is off about something or someone. And you might not know exactly what it is, or some of you may know, depending on where you are in this situation. However, I heard you're about to end them. Not in a crazy way, not in a, I heard finality. No, not like, completely end, like off the earth. But I'm talking about stopping the madness. Whatever it is that they are concealing or not saying. I heard people, how can I say, wait a minute. I heard somebody say, if I just don't say anything, I'm not lying. If I don't say anything at all, then I'm not lying. So it's giving someone that you feel in your life. I don't know who it is exactly. It's just someone. Well, if this resonates with you, you'll know who it is. Don't go lashing out on anybody if you don't feel this way already, because this is something that you're going to feel it already. But it's like someone is not saying something and you feel like there's something, but they're just not saying it. Okay, so if you feel like that, then you might want to have a conversation just to get down to the bottom of what it is that you're feeling, because clearly it's bothering you, and it's best to communicate when you feel like that. It's best to communicate and let the person know how you're feeling. And regardless of because sometimes we could be wrong. Sometimes we could be stuck in our feelings and think something about someone, and that's not even what happened. So the best thing you could do is communicate it, and the truth will be revealed, even if, you might still feel like something's wrong. If you're someone who feels insecure, though, pay attention to that, because I don't want you to project the insecurities on someone who's being faithful. Faithful to you. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a friend or a family member, or even a coworker, colleague, business partner. Because sometimes being insecure can also make you feel like something is wrong when it's not. So be mindful of that as well. However, no matter how you feel, it's best to just talk about it, because then, if nothing is happening that you think could be happening, then that person could reassure you of that and quiet the chaos that is looming within you. Okay, just by communicating with someone, you could feel better, because you could think something that isn't really in alignment with what's really happening. Sometimes that could happen. We're human. Those things happen sometimes. So if you feel like you have insecurities about something, Even though I know this is hard too. Like, you can actually say, like, I'm insecure about that. I'm trying to work on it. When you're it's hard though. It is. However, when you're transparent, you're able to see what you need to see from a person. Because if you're honest about that and then a person is not able to support you in your honesty, then you already know that that's probably not someone that you really want to be engaged with. You know, because we all have our little things that could happen in our life because we're changing continuously, nonstop. So there are going to be some feelings here and there that might pop up that we have to try to, you know, correct. However, still, it's always good to detect and reject when it's not right for you. Now, I'm also getting, if you're trying to talk to someone and you really want to have a deep conversation and this person won't give you the time of day and you can't even get a few words in, then this is probably not a good person for you to be connected to. And I just say that because if you can't even get through a simple issue and be able to resolve it through communication, then imagine how many more issues you're going to have with that person. It's going to continue to happen because this person is being like a brick wall and they're not allowing you to speak and express yourself. You should always be able to express yourself. Anytime you're in an environment where you feel like you can't express yourself, there's a problem. I heard Houston, there's a problem. And you have to do what's best for you. You don't have to deal with that. No, honey. You don't. Okay? And that's what they said. That's what Spirit said. They be talking to me all day. So, yeah, that too. Okay? You shouldn't feel like you can't get your point across, you know? Because once it gets like that in any relationship, that's when you know that it's just time to part ways. Because clearly there's a problem and it can't be resolved because the other individual is being closed off. Maybe sometime it could be you that's closed off. I'm hoping not, but I know sometimes people are like that. Like when you feel angry, you just shut down, you don't want to speak. But then you want to be with someone who understands that that's how you are, because maybe you're someone who's like, I get so mad that I don't want to speak because I might say something crazy right now, so I need time to be ready to speak. You also want to be around someone who's mindful of people's ways, because people process things differently. So if someone, when they're angry and there's a disagreement, if they'd rather walk away and go take a walk, that's probably safer for everyone, because some people are ticking time bombs, and if you try to push them and nudge them and poke at them and like, I want to talk to you, why ain't I talking to me? If you do that, they might snap. So it's best to just let them go, take that walk. If this is you that might snap, then, you know, they should let you go take a walk. You know, if you have that firecracker energy, that spicy, you know, it's best, but it's just not everybody takes heed to these little things. They probably don't even ever think about them, because so many people just think about what they want to say that they forget that they're speaking to another person or something. And it's just not, the communication's not open. It's like you say one thing, then it's blocked, then the other person's just trying to target you back because they just want to say something to make you mad. And then you do the same thing, and then it gets stuck in that place, and then nothing gets resolved. So, yeah, if you're going through these little things and you keep trying to communicate, trying to fix it, and then feeling like it's your fault, it's not your fault. You know, it's not just your fault. There could have been things that both of you did that you could have done better. However, if it's not working, no matter how much you try, then it's time to just detach. Maybe time apart from whoever this is, romantic, friend, like I said, anybody, whoever this is for you. Time apart sometimes resolves the issue. And then when you come back together, and then you can talk. And that's not all the time, it's sometimes, but sometimes time is what's needed. And just separation, like, you stay away from me because I need to think, you know, that energy. Just, I don't need to see you. I think I might go stay at my friend's house. Like, if you live together, I might stay at a family member's house. I just need time, you know. So if you need time, allow yourself to have that time. Express that if you're the one who needs it. Like, you know, these little things can go a long way, because sometimes disagreements happen. It just depends on how you handle it and how you react, as well as the respect factor. Because if you're trying to heal something or a situation and you feel disrespected, then it's probably best to just leave it alone altogether. And then if it's meant to be, it will be one day in the future. It's just not now, because there's just a clash, you know. Sometimes that happens. It's normal. It's life. It's what it is. It's just about how you handle it. So keep that detect and reject energy, because it will save you so many tears, so much stress, so much annoyance. It will save you from all of that, so that you can focus on things that actually lift up your spirits and make you happy, make you feel good, make you feel like pumped up and motivated to keep going. Okay, so that is the message. I hope this message gets to who needs to hear it. Everything you do, do it with love. Always remember that the creator is in you and the magic is too, because you're magic. Much love to you. I'll see you in the next video.